Good morning, Doc. My name is Opera Isdo Ugochukwu, a DBA student, and the course title is RM 9100. My topic is Perception of Internal Control Protocol and my role in preventing them. As a financial administrator of my organization, I'll see that the observed problem and the importance of adhering to financial governance. The practical problem: one, poor perception of internal control, which is inconsistency in adhering to internal control protocols. Risks to staff in account department, something like error, fraud, operational complexity when they don't understand the internal control system or the accounting system that drive the business. Risk to stakeholders, such as financial loss, such as mismanagement, which may result in losing credibility. Risk to client: loss of trust, loss of credibility in investing or making them lose their major businesses. Importance of research: why I want to research in this topic is: one, understanding why employees behave as they do in organization. Examine culture, training, experience, and risk awareness. In doing that, we try to identify, improve the communication, the training, and the policy control that is expected as part of an internal control system, and also increase the visibility, the diagram showing factors, perception, and the compliance to internal control. Now, further to this, research need to explore more on organizational culture, which culture of organization is also embedded in how things work as it is. The training awareness, the training effectiveness, the risk awareness, as well as experience and exposure. What are my goals? The goal is to identify the barriers that can circumvent or can stop the adherence and the design decision that may affect the internal control. So to identify the barriers to adherence and design practical strategies. Poor internal control is a serious danger. Prior studies highlighted that a strong internal control environment supported by policies and the staff understanding prevents fraud. Hanif et al. 2023 discussed this properly. Now we have two research questions. The first requires: how are things related? One, in the research question one, how does employee perception of internal control protocol relate to the adherence to these protocols in financial administration? Number two question: how are things different? One, research question 2 say, how do perception and the compliance with internal control protocol differ between accounting staff and administrative staff in an organization? Based on this question, their focus is this. From the hypothesis one, employee with positive perception of internal control protocol are likely to adhere to the protocol of financial administration. Now, from the dependent variable, adherence to this internal control protocol, these are the outcome with measuring how consistent employees follow the approved financial XOPs. Now, the independent variable, the perception of internal control here is this reflects employees on the attitude, understanding, as well as the trust in the compliance issues. Now, without wasting time, I want to dwell on, from my own research and my experience at work, it is clear that internal control protocols are only effective when employees understand, when there is strict instruction, and when they follow the likely protocol as well as the likely consequences. In my work experience, staff perception play a huge role and in acceptance of internal control, and these are the factors that can make internal control real. So in summary, we have perception, adherence, role difference, effect of training, as well as organization factor. So thank you so much, sir, for giving me the opportunity to present this topic. Very important. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Dr. Tim.